What's up, guys? Xraypc here, and this is different from my usual content. I'm going to make some 2x scale content since the release is coming out, and I've been playing this game on the side without, not on a stream. Going to be streaming it soon. It's probably here today, especially for the release coming out tomorrow. The full season 1 release. The game is leaving early access. This is 2x scale Riot's new Riot's fighting game. Well, I guess it's still new, right? Because it's now coming to consoles for the first time, but it's been playable on PC now for the past couple months. They're going to be coming out with Caitlyn, who I can't showcase to you now. Maybe I'll show like her trailer at the end of the video just to show you. But this video was going to be on who you should play as like somebody coming into the game and like maybe not even playing fighting games before and wanting this as your first fighting game. Who you should be playing to get into it. So I'll show you five characters, and we're going to be starting off with Blitzcrank. Okay, so Blitzcrank is a grappler brawler that also has some range poke. Your right trigger is these options, and then you do the forward spin, and then you also have boom. You have your actual command grab, and then if you with your L2, you have your actual grapple, like a range grapple, while your down right trigger is a actual command grab, and it's one of your main damaging options. And then if you do down left trigger, it will do the aerial grab of this one. But yeah, this one's just this. There's no other thing to that one. But if you're in the air and you do like, if you're in the air and you do like this one, it will do the same command grab up in the air. If you do that, if you do back and or if you do up and special, he has this, which is a really good option to like combo people off of. So you like Is just you do like square, triangle, circle, up, circle. There you go. So you do square, triangle, up, circle into a full combo. I think there's longer ones. If you have auto combo, obviously you can just spam it, but yeah, it's pretty much what it is. If you just hit square, it automatically follows it up. At least with auto combo, but if you, I think you just obviously just jump up in there and follow it up. He could really get into people's faces, and if you pull up his special meter, which is boom. Okay, so the next thing, any of my moves are now powered. So my punch, or this one, which can lead into a combo, and then I'll just show you again. Let me just reset the health. So now I'm gonna get super armor, and it's gonna do insane damage. Blitzcrank is also, it's just mad easy. Like there's not really like a lot to him. So if you're like, I'm trying to think the other grappler in the game. I guess Ward kinda, Braum kind of, Darius kind of like. They're not all, like, the only true grappler is him and kind of Vi. But Vi is, like, super fast-paced, like, tons of combos, and you have to really land a lot of your combos. A lot of your moves can kind of mess you up, while Blitzcranks is literally just punch, punch. You treat it as like a Hadouken, and they just fly in, do this. Or if they fly in at you, you just do this. So if they try to do something, or you do this, and then you can do that as an anti-air. You can do this down circle. That's your anti-air. Pretty much everyone's down circle is like an anti-air, but also like a launch. That's how you launch somebody. Okay, that's another anti-air. Like he has so many options available to him. He still does have air dash, but he can just kind of like quickly dash at people. Also, he has one, I think. He has that where he can gap close with it, but he can also gap close with this, so he doesn't really need air dash. I've swung through people's abilities with this before and then gone in and gone crazy. But let's move on to the next one, which will be Darius. Okay, Darius is the character I learned the game first with, and he's still somebody I like playing, and then they're giving him buffs in the next big update for Season 1. So it's the best time to get into him. A lot of the big characters are getting buffs. Characters like Yasuo, Teemo, Jinx, I think Warwick are getting nerfs. So it's a good time to get like Alawi, Darius, Braum, Blitzcrank, all those characters. Big characters kind of felt like weirdly weak, while the small characters just felt insanely strong. Darius, though, even though in his current state, he's still really good. Like they buffed him a lot over the time. He has a lot of like mid-ranging moves. He has like really easy moves. I mean, like literally just this is your back R2 into hitting R2 again. Just huge damage. He has the bleed mechanic, which is a once it hits them, you do more damage on block. You do that, like you have a gap close. You could do this into the gap close, or you could do your gap close into this. You could do your gap close and. But yeah, there's pretty much those two, and then you have this one, your L2 side. Oh yeah, and then down R2 is this. And then you have your L2 side, which is a hook in, goes through block. It pulls them through block, but it won't like take them. It won't stop them from blocking. Like if I do this to somebody blocking, this would if you just hold block the whole time, it will continue to block. Now if I do this into this, and this, and then I time it, I can actually like if I do this a lot and you're like okay whatever, I could do this. Wait a second, and then do this like just fast enough that you won't see it coming. The timing is pretty, like, if I just hit triangle, I'll always do that one. So there's three things for that one. The headbutt, which is square, the down slam that puts you in bleed state with your triangle, and then your circle option, which is this. When I say that's for a PlayStation controller, so on an Xbox controller, it's, it is X, Y, and B. If you're using keyboard, that is, yeah. I don't know what it is on a keyboard, to be honest. But yeah, it's light, medium, heavy. I'm just gonna say that. There you go. I'll make it a little bit easier. So you can just light, medium, and heavy. So you do that right after that. The grab, your light option is like a combo, like extender. Usually you could extend that. Let's say like you do this, summon your assist, and while your assist then will hit them for free, and then you just go in. Or you could do this into the triangle. Let's say you're in the auto combo. No, you have to do this. It actually knocks them too far back. And then your triangle. Let's say like an auto combo. This is actually just like a normal combo you'd probably be doing on him. He isn't like Echo. He isn't like Yasuo, who are doing like a billion hit combos. Sometimes you can get decently long combos, but a lot of times you're doing normal trades. You're playing a lot of neutral, playing off your grapple, messing with them, and then they try to do something. You do this, and then they try to do something, and then you go into a low, into your full combo or something. That's a lot of what Darius is doing. He is really easy though. Like this is your anti-air, this is your anti-air. So it's just like how Blitzcrank has his grab with the L2. You have the same thing where you do anti-air with that, and then when they're knocked up in the air, you can just do that. So you could literally just do up circle. They can't be next to the wall though. Up circle into this, or you could do up circle and then go into a full combo, and then end it with that, and then go in. So that's your special from the air. That's your air version of the grab, which is a really good. It's insanely fast poke, and then leads into a combo. Like as long as it hits him without block, it leads into a combo. It's like one of your best combo starters, to be honest. Especially if you messed him up a lot, like you did this a lot. They're like waiting for a low. I'm pretty sure that also hits low. So let's see, down special, down special skill 2. So special 1, special 2. That's kind of how you can see it. But let's see, down there. I'm pretty sure it hits low. It might hit medium. Sometimes they do that stuff to those, but I'm pretty sure it hits low. Sometimes it shows you. And then your ults are. So you have that one, and then you have this one. This one is the one I like doing more. It's also an anti-air. Boom. This one is not that bad, but it's, I don't know why that swings through people when they're like jumping through the air. And then what was his ultimate again? Oh yeah, it's both those put together. That's what it was. I forgot because it's super simple. This is with the ultimates, the supers. From what I remember, I think this can actually do, like hit people in the air, and you can still end a lot of combos with it. So your normal light, medium, heavy, or light, medium, up, heavy into the entire air, you end it with that as long as you smack into the ground with the right thing. Or if you're on auto combo, you spam L2, L2, R2 over and over again at near the end of this square combo chain. And they'll end with that, which is a huge amount of damage. Which, honestly, like, this game isn't like, and Marvel Tokon is the same. If you guys are playing this game to prepare for that, it's not a Marvel's Capcom 3. I'm literally gonna. Some characters are. Most characters are not in this game though. Most characters are gonna do like 70% of your health bar, maybe 60%, and then neutral resets, and you have to play like trying to set up a combo again. Or maybe poking, since you're not, now you have a health advantage. While Marvel's Capcom 3 would literally be like infinites over and over again. Like, oh, you see like the Iron Man doing the same thing over and over again, and if he drops, it's like, well, I gotta swap. So we're gonna move on to the next character, and the next character for me is Yasuo. There's like it's a character that people who like to play more advanced characters, he's like on the easier side of things compared to like Echo or Jinx or Teemo. But yeah, we're gonna move on to Yasuo here. Okay, we're back with our next one for Yasuo. Yasuo is a speedster combo base king character, just like he is in normal league, where you're setting up a lot of combos, you're kind of poking with your normal skills. So you got like that one, you have his tornado, there's this other move that everyone knows is Q. The longer you hold that, the farther it goes. So if you just tap it, it does that. If you hold it like that, it goes super far. I think there is a medium option to that, but let me see. So skill 1's that. If you hold, you do skill 1 forward, it does that. It does like the dash in, and then you can follow up. You can do that into doing it again. Do the spam another time, and then you have this one. You go into air combos. It's cancelable on hit onto air special. So make sure you pay attention to that. They don't really hide stuff like that for the most part. Like other fighting games, or other fighting games don't really tell you that you could do aerial combos set up with this move, or you can animation cancel with this move, or do this or do that. Like they don't really tell you that in other games. They actually tell you that in this one. If you do back R2, it does the wind wall, and if you do the wind wall with any removes, it enhances it. So you do this into this, makes a tornado. And if you do this into this, it does a giant lunge like attack forward. And then you have, let's say, okay, Gale Blade. That's if you're in the air. So you do your skill 1. So instead of this, you do this. Now it's in the air. So let's say you do this. Oh yeah. This. Oh my god, son. This. But you pretty much would be able to tap him in the air. Probably the auto combo does it. There you go. So that's what it would look like if you actually like hit the whole thing on manual control. In a sense, it would just do all that. You have like calm. So his sheet stance is where it gets kind of crazy, because it literally has so many options. And if you watch, like, just even that right there, let's say you try to do it, you want to play a manual, you want to be able to do all this stuff. And the game's not really complicated in the sense of, like, it doesn't have a quarter circle forward, it doesn't have full circle, half circle, like the zigzag one. It doesn't have any of that. But even then, like, let's say, like, you're doing the stances, this form, and then this form, and then this form, and then this form, and then this form, and that one, I think. You could dash out of it. Let's see. You could do light, medium, heavy, down heavy, skill 1, skill 2, and go forward and go backwards. And X6 Calm Stance is doing the same thing again. So there's so many options out of that one, and you can literally set up so many. So I think it knocks him up. No, it just dashes out. This, that. You can dash the other side. This, down heavy. This, actually, this, normal heavy. So it's like one's an anti-air, one's a frontal. And then yeah, it's just so like literally just let me show you the triangle combo. And then you have like your default square. I don't know why it's dropped. That's how finicky he is, even with the auto combo it should drop. There you go. You have to like hyper spam it, dude. The timing is so crazy. But yeah, like this is the character where I could recommend if you want a very high skill cap character, and even with auto combos, there's still so much to learn. And it's like he's one of the characters where just doing auto combos is not going to get you anywhere. You can just on purpose you want to drop it, and then do into the wind wall, and then make sure you do the right thing on the wind wall. You do like tons of like assist combos in him. He's a really good character for using as an assist that then swaps in and then launches into a bigger combo. Like a lot of people kept doing Yasuo Echo. That was like a really strong thing for a while. People did like Yasuo Jinx, Yasuo Teemo, Yasuo Warwick. So even with the nerfs coming, I don't think they're gonna be that crazy where all of a sudden you just can't use them. He was pretty much like one of the main 3 to 4 characters that were just everyone played it, nobody played it the other characters. So I don't think the nerfs are going to hit him that hard, so I feel like you can still use him. But I'm going to move on to Warwick this time. See you guys on that one. Okay, so we're on Warwick. Warwick here is a brawler, also a grappler. So he has like his grab here, throws you forward, instantaneously can follow up with anything. So I think it does a little bit less than a normal grab. A little bit less, I think. But it sets him up for a bunch of stuff. So you can go into here. This, you can literally hit him on the ground there with your forward thing. So it like adds in that little bit of damage you're missing. There's also, I think you could do it while they're on the ground. Let me see. Oh, oops, that's why. There it is. Let me view next champ. There you go. So, boom. He has his forward, like if you just do skill 1, it just jumps forward. If you hold skill 1, the SRE actually dashes at you, and then he's immune to all projectiles, which is actually some characters in other fighting games have the same thing. Rage of the Beast, this is where he does that dash forward I was taking on the ground. If you hold it, then he goes further, also dodges projectiles. This attack is not available during Bloodlust. Bloodlust is his passive. It's where like in like normal league, if you see him, he goes rah, like someone's low, and then he like gets enhanced skills, and he, like, or like it gets enhanced stats and runs at you faster and everything. That's what it is. But in this game, he gets like better versions of abilities during Claws of the Beast or Rage of the Beast. So this, and then if you do up, he could just jump over you and then switch sides and then destroy you. Wrath of the Beast is when you're in Bloodlust. So instead of Rage of the Beast, you do this one. So this is what Bloodlust looks like. And it performs a fast-moving projectile and vulnerable massive slash that bounces the opponent off the wall and can cross up if close enough. And also because, so like this one, hold S1, projectile and vulnerable. Only if you're holding S1, I'm pretty sure. While this one's always projectile and vulnerable, but you can't hold it, and it only has a set distance, but it's way more powerful and you can set up more combos. This one is his Primal Leap. During Primal Leap, Warwick can follow up with Pursuit, Tear, or Snare. And then this is where it's like how like other Sans characters, way less obviously options than like Yasuo. But it's like boom, he does a downward with light, does a kick, like a cancel into kick with his medium, and then does a command throw. Grabs you, boom. And then he has this one if you're in the air. And then skill 2, you can spam this. It's a Rekka, boom, 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 and then it ends at that. In Bloodlust, Warwick can cancel all slashes into either Bloodseeker or Wrath of the Beast. So then again, Wrath of the Beast, and then Bloodseeker is this one. So you could literally go 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, 1, 2. Is it a down? Am I true? maybe it's this. Yeah, it is. I think it's only when you have Bloodlust. Yep. And that's what Bloodlust looks like. After a certain amount of hits, you just go into an enraged state and just go crazy. And then you have Savage Slashes. Oh wait, that's the same one. Bloodseeker is the one where you knock him up in the air. War can cancel this attack into Feral Fang, Spitting Slicer. So he has a lot of cancelers. So this one can turn to Feral Fang. Feral Fang is like this one. So it's only when you're Bloodlusted. And then obviously, make sure you guys remember this. You can go over here and then turn Bloodlust on. So if I wanted this, I'm always in this, so I can practice that stuff. So I can go this, wait. Like that. I can do it into my ult. Sometimes it's finicky though. I do not like it when it's in his ult though. I don't know why it's always. Sometimes it messes up. Like even if I like try to do like an actual auto combo sometimes. I've seen people just dash out of it. Like it's not a true combo sometimes. I don't know why. Let me actually put ult meter infinite. There you go. But if you try to do like this, which one is it? Yeah. So if you do you pretty much have to do it immediately, which is obviously like not really that good of a combo. But if you can like somehow figure it out where you kind of get this person into a crazy mix-up, and then at the end of it you kind of you gotta make sure they have enough hits on the way down that they can't just like get out of that. And then he has like Primal Climb, so you can get onto walls. If you guys are similar to Street Fighter, he's like Vega. So if Vega is one of your favorite characters from Street Fighter, you might like this character a lot. Boom, you can fly off the wall. Medium does that off the wall. And then oh yeah, causes bounce against airborne opponents. And then that's how you set up combos, and then you do this, the command grab, and you go off the wall, and then what is it again? Let's see. Oh, there you go. It has to be against the wall, so like if they're like this. That's why it's so hard. I think is it down? Yeah, down skill 2 was the command grab. Oh, wrong one. Down skill 2, there it is. Oh, wait, no. There it is. So Warwick rears back. This is a big one. So it's forward skill 2, rears back and then bites downward at the opponent's feet, picking them up off the ground. If the attack connects, he tosses them in the opposite direction. Recovery's attack can be canceled into special attacks, super attacks, or his ultimate attack. This attack builds an additional amount of bloodlust gauge. This attack is not available during bloodlust. It turns into feral beast. If available, only available in bloodlust, Warwick performs a leaping, mauling attack. This attack can pick opponents off the ground. So I'm in bloodlust right now. Let's say I do this. Boom, boom, boom. And then puts him back into combo. So he's crazy. He's definitely on more on a little bit of the advanced side. He's like in the middle between like a Yasuo Echo and a Darius Braum. So if he's probably another one you would love. And the final one, man, I can't show, but I'm gonna showcase it in the video with a clip here in a second. Caitlyn. I'm gonna end it with Caitlyn. I feel like Caitlyn is an actual strong pick. Where I feel like Jinx, she's like a good mix of range like Jinx, but still has good comp potential. And I don't think she's as complicated as somebody like Jinx. Okay, so here we have the champion spotlight for Caitlyn. I can show you guys and break it down a little bit, but usually the video can just do the work.
Target.
If you guys like ranged, I mean, you'll still like Jinx too. She's just really hard. She has so much to your kit. Boom. She has a lot of like poke. She has a lot of like melee oriented stuff. She has a lot of comboing. She has traps. I can stun your opponent, so it helps you set up a little bit easier. Boom. You can like knock her back in. See how she still has like melee options right there. She can like swap sides kind of with that one. Boom. Tons of damage, and like from what I've seen too, she actually does a lot of damage. Boom. Boom.
Not on my watch.
I think from what I remember, I swear she did that bolas too. That might have been a really old callback back in like 2009, 2010 days. Swaps in.
We need cover.
Swap again. Freestyle. That's her like one of her main super moves, and that had to be from the Arcane show because I don't know why I don't remember that at all, but definitely not from me. I think you get 3 uses out of it. You get a mid, a low, and a high. Most of the time, you're probably never gonna get the low in if you're doing mid high. And you can aim where you can choose where you're aiming your gun to. It's like good for mid high. Actually, no. Actually, I think no matter what, it just hits you. As long as you shoot through it, whatever. Looks like she did it purposely though, mid and a high on the other one. So she has like the other one, just like a normal league where you have your net, where you can shoot backwards and fly at them. That's a really good. So like anything, like she has like a gap close, insane range, decently fast, and an insanely strong like overall combo like damage.
Like I said.
And she looks like she works really well, at least with like Vi. She looks like she can work well with Yasuo, Echo. She can work well with like Darius. So yeah, she's a solid character. If you like, oh, I want to get into the game. I love her look. I love her giant ass eyebrows. I love sniper rifles. I guess something like there's something about like Kaylin that you love. You loved her in League, and maybe this is the whole season 1 new character is like the reason we want to get into it. I think she's a solid ranged based character that's really good and not as complicated as Teemo, as Jinx, as Ari. I think she's a solid character. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that video. That's the 5 characters I think as a new player that you should play totally. So in order, it doesn't. You could just. It doesn't. I'm not like ranking them in order or anything, but it's just how I said in the video: Blitzcrank, Darius, Yasuo, Warwick, and Caitlyn. I feel like those are the 5 solid characters that, especially with the buffs coming in, even with the nerfs for like Yasuo and things like that. I think he's still going to just be really strong. It's just his kit strong. It's not really like the damage. I don't know what they're going to be nerfing, but at least from what I heard, he's still going to be really strong. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Peace out. If you guys like that, I'll make some more of these type of videos for 2xko later, but we'll see. I also want to test it on the channel and see how it does. But hope you guys have a great day. Peace.